Okay, so again, to create a 3D object, we have to choose the command from the shapes. We have multiple types of shapes. First is the extrude to create a solid from a simple surface, simple entity or simple sketch. You can just create the sketch, or now we are going to cover through the extrude command. So we are going to select directly extrude command. The shortcut is X. You can see here. You can type X and the extrude command will be selected. So first thing you will have to specify is the placement. You can see the red color. So if you open a command and you see a red color, you can always, yes, I'm going to explain the symmetry command in this. So you have to go to the placement and define a sketch from here. So if you click on the define, it will ask again for the plane and you can select from here or select from here. I'm going to select the top plane and go to sketch. Now click on the sketch view and the view will be normal to the screen. So here you have to create a sketch. First I'm going to create a rectangular shape and I have to define. Okay, next, now I'm going to create another entity that will be circle defined here with 100 by 75 value. Okay, so click OK and now you are directly in the command because you have started with the extrude command directly. Okay, wait a second. Okay, so we have some questions. If we create direct from extrude, if we delete sketch extrude can also be created. Yes, it is going to be deleted. You need the reference. Okay, I'm going to show you everything. If you delete, what will happen if you create a sketch at the different, if you create a separate sketch, what can be done. So we are going to explain everything. So first, now you can see the option is solid. You can create a surface from here also. Okay, we are going to use the solid. Now there is the option of extrude. First is the depth option or blind option. You have to specify a value and that value will be extruded in single direction. If you want in both direction, there is the option symmetrical. Okay, symmetry option. So you have to define the value. Whatever value you define, the value will be separated or divided into. Okay, I have entered 200, so value will be 100 up, 100 down. So this is the symmetrical option. Okay, so if you select the depth option or blind option, you have to go to the option for the second side. If you want the second side, you have to choose from here. Okay, there is no compulsion that you have to create the second side. If you want, then you have to go to the option, select the side 2 and you can choose the depth option. Okay, you can add the taper from here, whatever angle do you need, or you can enter the minus value to change the direction. Okay, 5 or minus 5, both the options. Okay, you can create a thin feature with a wall thickness defined here. Okay, you can change the size. So these are the simple options. In the properties, we have the option to change the name. You can change the name from here. You want it ext something name. Okay, so name will be changed, and there are some options. Okay, These options will be explained later. These are attached and non unattached. Okay, this is like you want to merge the object or you don't want to merge the object. For those we will use this option, but we are going to use this option later. So simply complete. Okay, so object will be like this. So next is the option. If we create another object, I want to create an object on this face. So select the face. You can directly go to the sketch or directly go to the extrude. Okay. So create an object here. Okay. You have to define, and after defining, just click OK, and you can see that the object will be created like this. Now, if you click here, there are other options. Okay, first we have the blind option again with the value. Second, we have again symmetrical option. After that, we have option for up to next surface. So if I click here, okay, so you can see that if I go inside to the material, then there will be applied an option called remove material. Okay, so you want to remove the material or not, you can select it from here. Okay. So extrude cut. Wait a minute. So I'm going to create a sketch here. So going to extrude, create a sketch here. Okay, complete. Now it will extrude the sketch. It will add the material by default. If you want to remove the material, just flip the side and it will automatically flip the side of the material. Okay. If you don't want to cut, you want to add the material inside, you can just click here on remove material option and uncheck this option. Okay. So remove material is not selected right now, so material will be added. If you want to remove, then select this and the material will be removed. Okay. Then there are options that the removal of material, how much you want to remove, then you have to specify the value here. You can specify the symmetrical option. Next is the up to next surface. So the material will be removed up to the next surface. So what is the next surface? You have created the sketch here and the next surface will be this one. So material is removed up to this surface only. Okay, if you want to create the remove the material up to this surface, then you have to go to the selected surface option. Okay, you can select it from here. Okay, so the material will be removed up to this point but not through that point. If you want to remove the material through all, you can just select the through all option and you can see the material is through all. Next option we have is up to surface. Yeah, this was next surface. This is a selected surface. Now we have already selected the surface with this with this option. You can see the difference in the name. Okay, you can see the difference in the name. There is only surface option in this option, and you can see here there is the option of surface, edge, vertex, curve, plane, axis. You can select any type of reference, but in this option you have to select the surface. So if you want to go up to the mid, you can select it like this. Okay, give it a second. Okay, sometime it will generate this type of problem. So you can see if you press cancel, the sketch will also be deleted. So that's why we use the sketch command from here. If you if the command if the extrude command fails, the sketch will remain on its position. We don't have to create the sketch repeatedly. That's why we use the sketch separately. Extrude, remove material. You want the okay. Okay, you want to remove the material up to this. We cannot remove the material up to this pipe because the object is bigger than the pipe and it is intersecting outside of the pipe also. So if you want to just cut this pipe, you have to create a object smaller than that pipe. Okay, so I'm going to show you with a new sketch, that I will create a sketch that is smaller than the 5. Okay, I am going to flip that direction. Now you can see you can cut the pipe also. If I select a surface from here, you can see that this surface material is removed, not the other side. If I want to select the other side, I can select that surface also. Okay, if I select this surface, if I select this surface, there are the options. Okay, so if you want to cut a material from an object, the cutting object should be smaller than that object, so that you can select the surface. Okay, you can always cut the material if the object is bigger. Then you have to just apply the blind command, like this object is big than this pipe. Okay, so you go to the extrude, remove material, flip sides, and you will have to specify the value. Now you can cut the material like this. Okay, or you can specify the edge axis like command from here, and you can select the axis, so you can see that the material will be moved up to this axis, the axis that we have defined in the center. So these are the option. Next option is, if you want to remove the material outside of the shape, you can just click here. So outside material will be removed, and that shape will be retained. Okay, so I'm going to create another reference right here. So we are going to create an object. Okay, so I want to remove a material from here. Okay, I want to remove this shape material. Okay. So if I remove the material in the direction, you can see that the inner material will be removed. But if I want to choose, if I want to keep this shape and remove the outside material, then we have to press this, change the side of direction, material direction, so we can keep it like this. Just click this button, and it will change the direction of the cut. Okay, this will cut inside, this will cut outside. Just click here, and the material will be removed like this. So ask your queries. Symmetry command we have covered. Next, surface to
Sir,
solid. Yes.
how to activate the cut material command next to
Repeat your question, please.
sir, how to activate that cut command option next to remove material. Sorry,
Just
when we extrude that.
go to the shape and just click here. Okay. If you click here, it will add the material. If we Okay, this is not selected right now. This command is called remove material. Okay, if you activate this command and give the direction to the side of material, you can always cut the material like this. Okay, if you uncheck it, the material will be added like this.
Sir,
Okay.
this remove material command will be activated only if we'll draw another object on that extruded object.
Yes, we need two objects. We need some material first. That's why it is not activated in the first object. We have created this
Okay,
first
sir.
extrude. It was not activated because there was no material to cut. Okay, we need some material to cut.
Okay,
That's
sir.
why that option was not available. In this second option, there was a material, so we have the option to remove the material from here.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So next question was, if we create direct from extrude, we delete the sketch. Okay. So if we delete the sketch, okay, we don't have right now option to delete the sketch. If you want to delete, you cannot. You have to delete this option first. You have to delete the extrude. Okay. If you delete the previous sketch, you can see, if I delete this object, so there is an option. It will show us that the Next feature was the child feature of this object. You can see the highlighted feature will be deleted. Please confirm or select. Okay. If I delete the first object, the other reference shapes will also be deleted. If you want to keep those shapes, because this surface, this extrude is on this surface, so if we delete this object, the surface will also be removed and its reference will be not available to create this extrude. So we have to just go to this, delete from here, and now there is an option called suppress. Okay, children handling. So we can click here and suspend. Okay, so all the other option will not be deleted. You can see we have this, but to create the other option we just need to define the reference. Okay, we have to go to the edit and we have to specify the planes again, because the plane is missing, so we have to define the plane again. I will show you again what was the main thing. Okay, so this object was created on this face. If we delete this whole object, the face of the sketch, the plane of the sketch will also be deleted. So if you don't want to delete this object, you have to make the plane independent. You can create a plane first and place the sketch on that plane. Like, go to this sketch, okay, and go here, go to edit. Now I can go to the edit sketch. Okay, sorry, it is the reference. Now we are going to the sketch setup here. Now you can see we have selected the surface. I can remove it from here and I can select the plane. Okay, now this sketch is independent. If we delete this extrude, this object will not be affected by that. Okay, but the other object was effective because that object was also had the reference of this object. Okay, so this is called the parent child relation. This is the parent, these are the child of this object. So if the parent is not available, the child will also be removed. Okay, so the question is, can we extrude the face of an object? We cannot. If we need to extrude the face, we have to create something. So we can always convert the face into the sketch. We have an option here, project. We can select the loop, we can select the chain, we can select the single loop. We are going to select the loop. Okay, like this. We have selected the edges, all the edges are in the sketch right now, and just click OK and you can extrude. You have to just go into the sketch and project the sketch. Like, I want this cylinder, you can go to this phase, go to the extrude and select the project command. Okay, select the loop and you can select it like this. Okay, so there is the loop and you can extrude the command. If you want to create the inside circle also, then you have to select another loop. Next question. Okay, so we are going to create some drawings. Okay, so first we have this drawing. We have given an isometric view, some orthographics. All the values are specified in orthographic and as well as isometric view. So if you see at the isometric view, you can see the shape. We can create the base shape first. This one is the base shape completely, and we can create that shape and extrude up to this point, and after that we can create another shape on the back view or the front view, and we can just create this shape and extrude. So we can create it in 2 or 3 features, or we can apply multiple features also. But we need to minimize the feature, so we need to check the possibility. First, I'm going to create this shape, outer shape. So go to the sketch, new file, select the part, Okay, go to the sketch and select the top plane. I have selected the top plane because this is the top view. Okay, orient, and first of all create the references, and after that create the shape. I'm going to create it like this. Okay, and define the values from here. So the values are 43 and 56. Okay, so to control all the values, select like this. Go to the modify and select the log scale, and you can now change the value. We know that this value is 43, so double click here to find the value of 43. Now you can see all the values are available like this. Okay, so 43 is defined. We need this value to be 56, and we need this object to be symmetrical. So select the symmetry relation, define this symmetrical. Okay, so there is the 56, there is the 43. So next we have to create these angles. So this is at 25 value, and this is 16 degree. So we are going to create a line that is like this. Okay, we are going to create a line that is like this. So the dimension, go to the dimension. I want this dimension to be start from here. So this is 25, and I want this dimension. So angle will be defined from here. This is 16 degrees. We know that this depth is 25, and we know that this gap is total 15, so half will be 7.5. Okay, and we can trim the outsides. Okay, we can also trim the outside like this. We can define again, or we can select and lock from here. Okay, okay, so we have to specify the full value again. That was 56. We have the value be something this 12 point. So we are going to delete the 12. Okay, so the object is movable because we have a line here. So we need that line to be constant on this point. Okay, so the object is created. We have the gap 50, 25. We have the distance 56. We have 16. We can also trim out this. Okay, so now we are going to mirror these objects. So select the mirror entity, select the mirror line, and the object is created. We don't want to see this relation. Go to the constraint display and turn that off. So this is the basic shape we needed. Okay, so I'm going to create the base, so we don't need these edges, this line. We need only this shape. Okay, so this shape is 25 by 6 in the middle, so we can create a rectangular shape. So you can see there is a symmetrical option because we have already created a center line here. So this is 25, and the depth value is 6, so we need to define the 6 value from here. So there is a relation already defined here, that is equal, so we need to do something. Okay, so we have to check the error. First we have a value 5, we need that value, then we have the 56, we have the 16 angle, we have the 25 value, we needed that value. So there is a relation called symmetry, there is a relation called origin. Okay, we need everything. Okay, so okay, we don't need this 25 dimension right now, and we can see the object is in the relation somewhere. Show the display the relation. We got this equal relation with respect to this. Okay, there is a problem. You can see there is an equal relation, and I have not applied the equal relation. By default it is applied. So we can select the equal relation from here, and we can delete it. So now here is the value. Press the 6. You can define the value 25 from here. Okay, now you have to trim. So just cross this object 2 times, and now it is created like this. Okay, so there is the value converted to 9 from the 43. If you want the 43 value, so just select the 2 points, define and delete the 9 value like this. So this is the base shape. Now we need the two circles that are right here with 25 gap, 10 mm distance from there. Okay, and so we need to create two circles. That is 10 dia. Okay, and the distance is 28 from here. So diameter is 10. We are going to define the dimension from here. That is 28, and we are going to define the gap from mid. So we are going to first create a mirror. Okay, so you can see that object is symmetrical also. So we are going to define the between gap like this, that is 25. So if you don't want to define the gap, you can simply select the 2 points and define the horizontal relation also. So this point and this point will be in horizontal relation. So there is no need of the gap in between. Okay. So any question till now in the sketching? If you have any question, please ask your question right now.
No, sir.
Okay. Just complete the sketch, go to the extrude, and you can now extrude the object. Okay, so you can see we have a very thin feature here. So we will check the dimension. There was a depth of 18. I have applied a depth of 28, and the height is 12. So we need to define the height from here. Okay, and complete. So to change, you have to just select and go to the dimension. Now you can see that I have defined here 25, that 3, and double click outside or regenerate. So this is the sketch, okay, and this is the 3D object. Now we have to create this shape. So this shape is like, we have to create this shape. That's 30, and the gap is, okay. So this gap in between is 18. You can see here or you can see here, and this is the shape. Okay. So create this shape from a distance of 18 also. So there are another methods, like I can just go there and create a shape from top view. I can always convert by projecting this shape. Please turn off your mic. Okay, so I have projected this shape. I need a line here somewhere like this. Okay, so I need to trim out these objects, and the distance is 25. The distance is 18, sorry. So just double click here and enter the distance to 18. Okay, so extrude it up to the value of 30, and now you can see this is completed like this. Okay, so we get the rough shape. Now we have to cut this space, that is 18 by 10. Okay, so you can either select this space, or you can either select this space or this space, whatever you need. I'm going to select this space, extrude, just create a center line. Okay, and select a rectangle, so it will be symmetrical like this, and this gap is 18, this gap is 10, and complete. Okay, so if I flip to the other side, the material will be removed, and I want to remove the material through all. Just click OK. So this is our final shape. Okay, if you have any question, please ask the question. So extrude command is clear, or I have to repeat the command?
Hmm.
Do you have any questions?
No, sir. No,
Okay.
sir, clear.
So we are going to create another sketch, another object. So this will be our object. So how can we create the shape? So first of all, read the shape. If you have isometric view, you can easily understand. But if you have only orthographics, you have to understand the shape first. So if you see at the elevation, we have a taper line here and we have a straight line here. Okay, and we have a dotted line, hidden line. So this hidden line means there is something behind this shape. So you can see that in the projection we have this cut here. Okay, we are seeing from left side. So this cut is there. So the dotted line is explained. And now you can see there is a dotted line. Okay, so there is a solid object here also. And in the top view you can see there is a shape here. Cut, it can be cut, it can be material, but if you see here you can see that this is a cut, so this cut is explained. And this shape is rectangular from the top. Okay, and this shape is you can check the two lines. So this is a cut right here. Okay, okay, so this view is from this side. Okay, if you see that this object is not dotted or not in the hidden lines, so this means we are seeing from this side, and this shape is shown. So if we see from this side, now we can see that this shape is like this, and we got a dotted line here, so that means the dotted line of this edge. Okay, so the distance is 75 by 50 by 63. We can create a box or we can create a shape like this first. So we are going to create a shape like this, 50 by 75. So go to the new file, go to the extrude, select the front plane. Why I'm selecting the front plane? Because I'm going to create this sketch and it's in the elevation. So elevation means front plane or elevation means side view. So we have the left side view here. So this means this is the front plane. So select the center line first. Okay, you can define the relation and you can consider the object. Yes. So select a line. We are going to create a line like this, and the symmetrical relation should be added. Okay. So there is no symmetrical option. I think the center line is not working. Create a line. So now you can see there is the option. I want this shape to be like this. Okay. So we have to create a coincident of this edge to this. We need this shape to be 50. Okay, we need this length to be 75 and we need this height to be at the 12. Okay, so this is our base shape. Just click OK and you have to extrude it up to the length of 63. So type the value here 63. You can see this is the single side extrude. So I'm going to keep it at the middle because we need the mid plane to create this shape. It's in the middle, these two shapes are in the middle, so we need the plane at the middle. So that's why I'm going to select the symmetrical option and click OK. So this is the shape that we have created.
Extrude
Yes,
will be 50 mm. Extrude will be 50 mm, not 63.
we have the 63 option here. I have created this 50 mm is this height. Okay, so we have this option here 63. We have to extrude this face up to this length, 63 length. Okay, if you check the dimension here, we have this 50 value here, we have this 75 here, and we have this 63. The extrude like
Okay,
this one.
okay, sir.
Okay, so we need to create this shape now. So in the front plane you can see that there is a triangle. Okay, so this triangle is at the 10 and its height is 31. So we can create it on the front plane. Create a extrude at the front plane. So now you can just create a line like this and this line. So this line is horizontal, this line is vertical, and the distance we have is from this edge to this edge, that is 10. Okay, this gap is 10 millimeter, and this height is from bottom, that is 30. Okay, so we have to
33.
just select, we have to just create a line here like this and just complete. And again we need this to be separated on both sides. So go to the mid. Now the
25.
thickness is 25. So click here 25. Okay. Okay. Now we have to remove some material up here. That's the size 12 by 19. Okay, this is the 19. The depth is 12. So again select the front plane. Go to the extrude. Okay. So we need that point like something there, and we can just get. So this value is 12 by 19, 12, and the 19 is like cut. Just click OK and define the value 19. Go to the symmetrical option. Okay. So like this we can create these objects. Now we have left with a cut at the sides, and that is 25 by 12. Okay. So we can just create it on the side view, or we can just create it on the bottom view. So whatever view you need, just select the view and create a rectangular shape like this. So this is 25 and the distance is also 25. 25 and the distance is from this point, that is also 25, and the width is 12. Okay, so this shape is created. Go to the extrude command and flip the direction and remove the material to wall, and just click OK and the object will be created like. Okay, so any other question related to this object? Any other questions? Okay, so we are going to start with the new command that is called revolve. How to create some circular objects. Okay, so just wait a minute. Revolve here. Okay, so now we have created this shape. After that, you can create all of these shapes. So how can we use contours by extrude? Okay, we will cover the contours in the next session. I will show you how to create, how to use. First, we will complete this session. So next is that if you want to create some circular objects like this object, okay, so how can you create these type of objects like this one, like this one, okay, like this one. So if you want to create any circular objects, there is an option called revolve. You can revolve a sketch around an axis and a 3D object will be created. So to create that, we have to just select, or we have to just open a new file. Now you can go to the sketch, select the plane I want to create on the front plane. Okay. If you want to create a shaft or a cylinder, you just have to create a rectangular shape. Okay. Suppose this is a rectangular shape, and if I rotate it around this axis, so what shape can be created? Just click OK. Now I want to revolve this shape around this axis. So I have selected the axis, and the rectangle will be revolved in 360 degrees. If I want to change the angle, you can see that if I want to change the angle to 180 degrees, so this shape will be created into half. Okay, so we can manipulate the sketch. Go to the sketch, edit definition. If you want a hole in the mid, you can just create the object some distance away. Okay, you just have to define object with a gap in between. Now if you create a revolve around an axis, so for the axis, okay, I have disabled. So we have the axis here, we can select the y axis to revolve, or we can select the z, or we can select the x. Whichever axis you need, just select that. So we are revolving around an axis, that is y, and we have created an object at the distance. So the distance work as a wool or hollow material, or the shape will act as a solid material. So just complete, and the shape can be created. Next, if you want to change the shape to another type, you have to create a sketch again. Okay. So suppose if you want to create a cup, so I'm going to create a shape. Okay, I'm going to use an offset command to select the offset from here. I want to create an offset of 10. Okay, so I should have selected the chain. Okay, so offset chain, I want this object and this object in this direction with the value of 10. You can see the offset is created. Now I can close it with a circle, with a line, whatever option do you need. Let's go to the trim. Okay, and you have to complete like this. So I'm not defining the values right now. I'm just going to revolve this object. Go to the revolve, select the axis of rotation, and now you can see there is the cup. Okay, just complete, and the cup will be created like this. You can create any 3D object around the axis with the help of a section view of that. Okay, so if you want to add some base here, you can just edit the sketch again. So how can we edit the sketch from the solid command? If you go to the revolve, if you want to edit the sketch, simply press right click, and there should be an option. So that option will be available if you have created the object directly from the command. Okay, if you want to edit the sketch, if you created a sketch first, you have to select the sketch from here and go to the edit. But if you have created any object directly from the command, like this, okay, so you don't have the sketch to edit from here, you can select the sketch from inside and edit, or you can select the feature edit option and right click, and there will be option edit internal sketch. So in this way you can edit the sketch. Okay, so we have some options in the revolve. So go to the edit. Okay, so first again we have solid, we have the surface option, then we have the rotation option. We can change the axis of revolution from here. Simply right click, remove, and select another axis. Okay, I can revolve it around this axis. Okay, so if you are not able to select the axis like this, you can create it from here also. from the datums. Okay, datums will be covered in the 5th or 6th lecture. Okay, and some problem with the electricity today. Okay, so to select this axis, you have to create an axis. From here you can create an axis with the help of sketch, but right now we don't have any sketch. So you can select the plane like this. You can define the relation from here. Okay, so I want this sketch to be here something. So you can enter the value 0 and 0, it will be at the intersection of both the sketches, both the plane. So there is the axis, go to this button again and the sketch will be available. So right now you can see the axis up there and I want to edit the axis. So you can't edit the axis right now. Okay. So you have to go to the axis, edit and define some distance. I want to go to the downside. So this should be 0 and the downside should be 20. Okay. So now you can see, go to the revolve, edit and remove this curve and select the axis of revolution. So the object will be created like this. Okay, I have some gap between, so the hole is created. Clear? Any question in this revolve till now? Okay. So next is the axis of rotation. The rotation angle will be selected from here. Okay. So to click the direction, you can click here. You can create a thin feature with a thin feature value like this. It will be hollow from inside, and you can select the surface, and there is the option. You can cap the ends, you can close the ends, or you can use the value from here also. You can revolve in the other direction also. So in other direction, like I want a 45-degree angle, in the first direction I want a 135-degree angle, or you can change like this. Okay, so these are the options in the revolve. Whatever you need, just click here. You can also create a symmetrical, or you can also create with some other options. We cannot use the pattern in 2D. Okay, just create the object. If you want to create a cut, you can always create it in the sketch, or if you want to create after the sketch, just go to the plane, create a shape, or directly go to the revolve. I want a cut here, so select the edge, create the shape you want. Okay, define the relations you need, and you can create an axis of rotation from here. Okay, so you can see that axis of rotation is directly selected and the cut is created like so. This is the revolve and revolve cut. Now we go to this option. Again, we have three options. Okay, so object will be created like this. So any question related to revolve? Ask your question, please. Okay, there is no question. So we are going to create a drawing that is revolving. First, we have to look for the. Okay, so these are the assignment questions. I'm going to open some another assignment. Okay, so after creating several drawings, you have to just clean your system's memory. You can see that in session all the files are available. I have closed the files, I have not saved the files, but my files are saved here. I can just open them anytime unless I press a button here or erase not displayed. So these files are not displayed right now, so I can erase them from here. Okay, so if I click again, there will be no file in my session. Okay, if your computer or if your software started to hang or started to lag, you can always go to the erase not displayed and you can clear the memory of the software. So next object we are going to create is okay. Okay. I have some other drawings. I just need to find that drawing. This is a simple drawing. You can create it very easily. This is a simple extrude option, and there is another drawing. This one. Okay. So what if you have this drawing? How can you create it? Okay. You have this drawing. So there is a shape. From top view, you can create it easily, but we have some cuts in between. So how can you create those? So first check the circles, check the diameter. So we have a 60 dia, we have a 50 dia circle. Okay. So after that we have a circle here of 10 dia and we have a 16 dia of is 8 radius circle here at an angle of 30 degree, and the fillet is of R8 and the PCD is 75. Okay. So we are going to create a new file, path solid. We are going to start from the top plane and we are going to create it with the extrude command. So the circles, okay, first we are going to select the 50, 60, 75 three circles. So this should be 50, this should be 60, and the other circle is 75, okay, and then we have two circles on that PCD. That is, one is of radius 60, radius 8, so dia 16, and another is of dia 10. Okay, so next we are going to create these lines that are at an angle of 30 degree. So line, you can create a line like this. Okay, the angle between the line is 30 degrees, so we need an angle 50 degree here. So this line is need to be construction because this is a PCD. So select, right click, or okay. Okay, sometime we don't get the option here. Okay, so I was in the option, I was in the dimension command, that's why I was not getting the option for construction. Now if you click here, you can get the option construction from here. So this is created. Now we have to define the dimensions. So this line should be tangent to this circle like this, and this line should be coincident. So we have a relation here coincident like this. So there is no weak dimension. So this line should be mirrored. So select mirror command, select this, and we can trim. Okay, we have some options here, so we can just trim it out like this. So this is our shape. Okay, we can create these options. Okay, we need them at 120 degree. So how can we create? We have to just create them separately, or we can use rotate resize. Okay, but how can we copy them? So we need to create them separately or one by one. Okay, so from rotate resize we have only translate, rotate and scale option. We cannot create a copy. So we can use an option called mirror by creating a center line like this. Okay, so just go to the construction. Now we need the gap between them is 120. So we have to specify the gap from here is 60 degree. So we can select the object, go to the mirror object, select the center line. Okay, so this line is not working because this is a construction line. So we need a center line. So just create a center line from here, define the angle. We can also define the 30 from here. So select, go to the mirror, select this. Okay, okay, sorry. We don't need to complete sketch right now. We just have to create another one. So define the angle. You can define here, and now you have to define create another mirror from here. Okay, so we need this angle to be 631. Okay, we needed this to be here. We can create it like it. Okay, so mirror from center line. Yes, we can create it from the center line also. We don't need this line. We can create it from this center, and we have to just trim. So like this way we can create. Now we have to define the radius. Okay, so the dimension of the circle is gone because we have trimmed out. So we need to define. So simply just press the lock and the dimension will be defined like this. If you want to convert to diameter like this. Okay, so we can specify the fillet here or we can specify the fillet outside. Just complete. Now we need this in the mid plane. So select the symmetry option. We need the thickness to be 20. So select the value to 20. Okay, so just complete, and now we got this shape. So we have some cuts here. The cuts are up to 90 degree. So three 90-degree cuts are here. So we have to create a cut. How can we create a cut now? What should we apply? So if I select a mid plane, okay, and create a sketch here, I can create a rectangular shape. First define the center line, create a rectangle like this one. I can move it up to the center. So simply select the coincident Okay, I can define the value like this. Okay, so I can just go to the revolve command and select the placement. I have the sketch here, or I have the sketch here. Select revolve, select the center axis. Okay, maybe I have made some mistake in the sketch. Okay, I'm going to edit the sketch from here. Okay, wait a minute. We need that cut height to be F10. Okay, we have center. Okay, we can revolve around this axis. Just going to check why it's not creating. Okay, so we need to check the sketch first, if it is on the center or not. Okay, or if you don't want it on the center, we can just go there and select this edge. Okay, there is a call reference option here, or you can just right click and select the reference option. You can select the inner edges also and convert that, and we can so select this edge also. So we get two edges. We can just go and define the relation between them like this. Okay, so the 50 should not be there. Okay, so we can also define the relation value. So complete revolve, we need axis of revolution. We are having some problem. My revolve is not taking this. Revolve is not working right now. I don't know why it's happening. So you are getting my voice or not? Yes, we are going to use
Yes,
the
sir.
center line.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Okay, so I'm going to use the revolve directly here. Going to use the rectangular option by using a center line. Okay, I have made a center line and we had the center line here, so that was not possible. Okay, so just going back and using undo command, control. So we have the sketch here. We have to just create a new option, new center line right here. Okay, so we can select the revolve. Okay, again. So due to the multiple center lines, we have to complete it here. Okay, so selected those edges, complete axis of revolution should be this, and the material should be like this. Okay, so we need the material to be removed up to some value, and that should be symmetrical, and the angle should be 90 degrees. Okay, we need to remove the material like this, and if you complete, the material is removed from this point. Okay, so now you can see that material removed is circular here. Okay, and we have to remove the material from the three sides. So to make it circular, we can add some fillets. So we have some fillet here, round. Okay, in the Creo we can find the round command here. The fillet is called round in the geoparametric. So select the round. We have multiple options here. So you can select an edge like this. Define. We have a 20 value, so we should define the value to 10. Okay, not 10, 5. Because between gap is 10. So you can press Control and select the other edge also. So there is an error because 5 will not work out. You need to enter 5.9 and okay. If you get these type of errors, simply select and remove. You can select face, two faces, and third face like this, and you can create a fillet like this. Okay. So again, go to the round, go to the set. Okay, select first layer, select first phase, select second phase by controlling by pressing the control button or by holding the control button. Now you see a third option, driving surface, select the phase. Okay, so the full round feature will be created like this, and you can now create another one by simply selecting a new set, click here, control, click here, and in the driving select this phase. So you can see we have created two fillets like this. That is called full round fillet and complete. So to create a pattern, we need to select these objects, and we cannot pattern the round command. We have to just pattern the revolve. So go to the pattern, go to the circular pattern, that is axis. You can select the axis from here and define the number of entities. So we need three patterns, and at an angle of not 90-degree, we need to define them between 360. So we will cover the pattern command later. Okay. Next, we need these fillets. So to create these fillets with the help of pattern, we can just select the round and go to the pattern. If we click on the pattern, you can see that by default the reference pattern is selected. You don't need to select, or you don't have the option to select the other pattern type. Okay, it will be created on the previous pattern, and if you click OK, the shapes will be created like. Okay, so this is the advantage. It will create the reference pattern by default to create a fillet on the object. Okay, any questions?
In this diagram, what you have done up to which what degree?
Again, repeat your question.
In this diagram, the revolve cut which you have applied is applied to how much degree of angle?
90-degree. 90-degree. You can see.
Instead of revolve for removing that material.
We can use that. We have to create the shape like this, complete shape. We're going to. Okay, so this option you can see here, insert here, is a rollback feature. You can just drag it above the object, and the object will not be created for some. Okay, it's suppressed temporarily. You can always get it back like this. Okay, so I'm going to show you with the extrude cut. So I have moved it up here. So I'm
Sir,
going
can
to.
you please repeat the pattern command once again?
Okay, wait for the pattern. So we are going to create with the extrude command. Okay, so we need a shape here. So we can just go to the project. We can get the outer shape like this. Okay, and we can create a line. Okay, like this, and the line should be at an angle of 90-degree. So we have to create an angle in between, that is 90. Okay, so I have created a relation already, so you don't have to make it symmetry. So you have to just trim these outwards. So Okay, so you can just click OK and remove the material up to the value of, we need that value to be 10, and move the direction, use the symmetrical. Okay, so you can use the extrude cut also, and pattern, just select the extrude, go to the pattern. Okay, to create a pattern in a circular direction, we have the option here that is called axis pattern. In that, you have to just select the axis of the pattern, and now you can see there are some patterns shown. So the number of item is by default 2, and the angle is defined at 90 degree. But we need only 3 objects, and you can check that the angle is all again 90 degree. We need the angle to be at 120. So if you don't want to specify the between angle, you just click here, and the angle will be distributed from 360 to the 3 objects. Okay, just click OK, and the pattern will be created like this. Now, if you create some fillets from round command, just select the face, the other face by pressing the control, and select the driving surface from here. You can create a full round fillet, and by clicking on new set, you can create another fillet here with the third option. Okay, now you can see we have created a round. Now if we select the round, the feature can be applied here. Okay, the pattern will be applied. So the reference is the by default option, and there is no other option for the round. So if we click, the round will be applied at all the previous patterns like this. Okay, you cannot apply the round like I have a round here. Okay, I can select the edges, or I can select the faces also. Simply select the face, then press the control and select the face again. Now you can see the both the faces will get the round. Okay, because this is a continuous face, so it will select this face also. So like this you can create a round. Now if you select the round, there is no option to pattern. Okay, we have patterned this round, but we cannot pattern this round because this round was created on a pattern object. We have created the patterns here, and that round was created on that pattern. So if the round is on, if the round is not on the patterned object, it cannot be patterned. Next, we have to, if we have to create multiple rounds, we can just add it, and we can just, you can see here we have selected set 1. So how to create multiple sets? If you go to the round, if you select a single edge, the round will be created like this. You can see here this is set 1. If you don't press the control button, this will be selected and the set 2 will be created. What is the difference? You cannot control both at the same time. Okay, this is different value, this has the different value. Select it from here. So I'm going to delete the set 2, and I'm going to select it with the control. Okay, select the edges with the help of control, and now you can control all the fillets with a single option. So we need a fillet of 8 radius. To define the radius to 8. If you want to select multiple, just press the control and keep selecting the edges. Okay, you can select it from 2 edges like this, from 2 edges like this. Okay, you can see I have selected from back side of the face. Okay, if you have this, you can select it from here, or you can go and select it from here. So like this you can select. You can define a fillet. If you want to change the size of, if you change the size of one fillet, all the fillets will be updated. This is the main advantage of this command. Okay, define the radius and complete command, and the object will be created like this. Here, any question? Do you have any
No,
question?
no.
Please ask the question. Okay. So now I'm going to show you
Sir,
the.
sir,
Yes, yes.
sir, how to use round in symmetric, sir? Once again, sir.
Please ask your question again.
How to use round in symmetric, sir?
Round and symmetrical faces. Hello.
Sir,
Use
sir,
mouse to rotate the object. Just ask your question. I'm not able to understand your question. You want to create a round? Hello. I'm not getting your voice. You can type
sir, you just created a round nose around the edges.
on multiple edges. How to create round on multiple edges? Just type your question. Your voice is breaking. Okay. So we have multiple edges. How to create this symmetric? Okay. Okay. First, we are going to cover the round again. So we have the round command here. Just select the edge. Okay. Define the value, and now go to the set. Okay. You don't need to go to the set. I was showing you how it can be changed. So if you don't press the control button, don't hold the control button and select the edge, you can see that the set 2 is created. What is the difference in the set 2? That you can change the size of the fillet from here. Okay, and this fillet will not be changed. If you want to control all the fillet from single entity, then you have to press the control button. If you select this edge, now this edge is not selected in set 2. Instead it is selected in the reference. Okay, if you select another edges, you can just select this edge by pressing the control. Okay, if you want a different set of round, then you can just select the edge without control, and now you can select the control again, and these can be controlled differently. Okay, so here we have a higher radius fillet, here we have a lower radius fillet. So you can create multiple radius fillet in a single fillet command or a single round command. Okay, so you have a question that how to create a fillet symmetry. uh, how do you want to create the symmetry? First is the main question that if you create an object that is symmetrical, okay, so I cannot understand your question. How do you want to apply the symmetrical fillet? You can select, look, you can select the edges or you can select the face to apply the round. We have multiple options. Okay, you have to first select the edges. You can select both the edges like this. Okay, now what do you want to do? Just ask. Okay.
Sir, no, sir, I got it, sir.
Okay, okay. Any other question? After this, I'm going to close the session. Okay. Let's see the assignment. So this will be the assignment 2. So here we have some assignments. So first of all, read the units. Always read the units. All units are in millimeter in this drawing, so you have to set the units. Second, you have to create all the drawings from extrude and revolve. So first, this is the shape. So in this, you have to select the extrude command. You can create it very easily. These are multiple features. First feature is base. Second is like this. Third is like this, and you can mirror it or you can create it with the fourth feature. Now we have this shape. Okay. So you have to just check the shape and you have to understand the shape. After that, you can apply the features from here. If you have any problem, please ask me. If you can create it, then that's good. Okay, we have this shape that is a circular shape. So for the circular, we have the revolve option. So if you face any problem, you can also ask in the group or you can call me. Okay. So these are the features. So there is an option, there is a call out, some dimensions are, some detailing are given here. So can you explain what is the detailing, what is written in this box? How can you read that? Can anyone explain except
Sir,
Vivek?
this means six circle of 19.5 diameter through on PCD circle, and the diameter of PCD circle is 197
190.
Okay, and what is the meaning of EQSP?
on equal space, sir.
Okay, that's correct. So you have
Yeah,
this
sir. Thank
section
you.
here. Okay, you have to create the section and revolve, and after that you have to create a hole and you have to pattern the hole. Okay, so you have these drawings. If you face any problem, please contact me. Okay, or else you have to submit your assignment tomorrow at the midnight, before midnight. Okay, not exact on the midnight, before the midnight. Okay, and you have got the mail address here and you have got the subject here. Okay, enter your name, roll number, college and assignment. So that was it for today. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.